For the record, we have here present Mr. Short, Alderman Penderby, myself, Dr. McLagan, and of course our military representative, Mr. Hogarth. We have two appeals to be heard today, the first of which I believe is of Mr. James Minimus, 35 from 18 Sandgate.
Andy's the only man left young enough to do any work.
I am merely here as a representative of His Majesty's Army.
Oh, that is a lie. You took my first laddie, now you're trying to take my second.
Ladies!
Mr. Middles, could your employer find no suitable replacement for yourself? Do they not want to support the war? It is their duty after all.
As it happens, Mr. Hogarth, 8 of our men have already signed up and gone to war. This leaves only 3 of us, and 4 older gentlemen and 1 young laddie. If we lose any more, we may not be able to run the mill.
As always, we must consider the 3 key issues. The first, as Dr. McLagan has said, is your national interest occupation essential to the national interest? The second, can a sustainable substitute be found? And the third, could someone else take on extra duties?
Just look at Aunt Mary, Mr. Shaw. She went to work at the brewery and has broke her in half. She only lasted a week. I want the best of her! Dr. McLagan had to come and get him herself.
Ladies,
Tell them about your gammy leg, Dad.
I'm not a slacker, Dr. McLagan. My situation hasn't changed in the past 3 tribunals, and I can take on the work of at least 2 other men. Plus I have 4 young children at home.
And what kind of example are you setting to them being here?
I think that's quite enough, Mr. Hogarth. Mr. Minimus, we shall discuss your case in private and let you know the outcome in due course. The next case is of Robert Gladstone, 23 from Woolmarket, miller at Short's Mill on Dock Road in Tweedmouth. Mr. Gladstone, you're aware that Mr. Short, being your employer, can have no say in the outcome of this tribunal. However, he may be able to answer questions which may help determine the outcome. You currently have conditional exemption. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. For as long as I remain in my job as a miller.
Mr. Short, could you not make do with the staff you already had? This is a young laddie. I can't understand why you want to keep him when you know he's fit to serve.
Mr. Hogarth, the firm has just received an order from the Admiralty for oatmeal. We are the only supplier in the county. We cannot operate without men. Take all the men away from industry, and we won't have a country worth fighting for.
I'm a miller.
Oh, come, Robert. You're acting foreman, and a member of the Millers Association, and the only man qualified to test the grade for moisture, which is a vital part for the Admiralty regulations.
A skill I am sure any other older man, or even woman, could learn.
It's Spawn of the most impudentest man in Berwick.
Yes.
Men of his class have been serving since January, including his brother. This has gone on long enough. I move that we disband this tribunal.
Mr. Gladstone, we shall inform you by the end of the day the decision made by this committee. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to hear your thoughts on this tribunal. Mr. Gladstone or Mr. Minimus? Which man should go to war and which man should stay? I call this tribunal to a close.